Hello, welcome back. This is going to be just a quick look at the latest custom live build that I did over on my Twitch channel for my Lego City. This is just a semi-truck. There was no specific real-world inspiration for this. I just was working around the city, changing some roads and things, and realized that I need more vehicles on the roads, and I especially need more trucks, more industrial types of things, and not just passenger vehicles. I need both, but I wanted to work on some trucks, and I decided I wanted to do an American long nose style of semi-cab, but not as a semi-truck. I wanted to do it as a heavy-duty box truck. So it was going to be just a 2-axle vehicle with a heavy-duty semi-cab, basically this right here, but then, cargo carrying on the back, 2 axles in total. Then I brought out, once I got enough of the cab itself done, I brought out a couple of wheels and tires to use for the rear, and I temporarily sat them down in line like this, tandem, and I just realized that, okay, no, this is going to be a semi. This is going to be a semi. It just looked too right at the moment. The color, I was just inspired by this one piece that I had from Speed Champions. I decided I wanted to use that piece in that color. It was a challenge, but I ended up having enough pieces in that color, that flame yellowish orange color. I'm not 100% satisfied just yet with the center of the nose right there. Don't worry about like realistic stuff. This. Let me do my creative stuff. Let me do my unique things. Some of them won't necessarily make sense, but I need things to look a little bit weird. I need things to look a little bit different. That is important for my soul. I don't want my city to just look like it's populated with things from the current real world. It's supposed to be a different world, and it's supposed to be near future. Technologies may be a little bit different, but obviously this is an internal combustion thing. It just has some pretty efficient cooling in the front. I may change up the nose a little bit at some point in the future. For the exhaust, I was going to do something a little bit more custom than this, but then I brought out this old chrome piece, and it just looked so glorious. I had to stick with it. I had to use it, and I just changed up the tip a little bit. These wings here, or these ears, that is what they kind of look like, are camera stocks. So in my worlds, a lot of vehicles are switching over to using cameras rather than physical side and rear view mirrors. And then around the back, I put some stickers on from my sticker collection onto a couple of flaps here to make it feel a little bit inspired by the 80s, something just a little bit old. It just adds so much sparkle and interest to that. Those are glittery, sparkly, iridescent stickers, so they really stand out. And I feel like they add a lot of character to this. I also did a little bit of extra detailing just around the suspension. It's not great, but it's something. I wanted it to stand out, look like it's got the airbags that are there. And this uses my standard for fifth wheels and for connections to trailers, a standard that I use throughout the city for all the cargo-related things that are interchangeable, where the trailers themselves can fit onto my piggyback train cars and onto some of my trailers that are intended to be container carriers. I can put my standard containers that also work on the trains and that also work on the ships. You got a little bit of just subtle low profile fuel tanks under each side. These doors obviously can open, but the window is not set up to open right now with it. I'm not worried about that. That just wasn't something that I needed. I wanted this to look interesting. I wanted to be happy with how it looked, and I am. And so there, the driver's position is offset slightly to one side, so at least it's not centered. And there is a little bit of interior detail with a console there, but you can't see it right now, which is just fine. But overall, this is a pretty straightforward build, but it looks a little bit unique. Again, I'll change something at the front, probably at some point in the future, just a little bit. I tried many different things, but don't as always, don't worry about me and my creative processes. I am perfectly willing to change things over time based on what I feel, but I don't need direction to be like, well, what you should do is this. No. What I should do is enjoy my hobby, which is exactly what I'm doing. So this is going to sit in the city. It's in the harbor for right now, but it'll probably be moved around a little bit, and I will continue to build more things in the near future, including that box truck that I wanted to do may actually use this same nose design, or maybe something a little bit shorter. And you can follow my live mock builds now over on Twitch. Be sure that you're followed up over there. If you like to see live streams from me, I will continue to do some live streaming on my main old YouTube channel as well, but most of the stuff is going over to Twitch, which is just a lot more fun and higher quality and just better in general. Thanks for watching here, though. Stay tuned for more updates coming soon, and I'll catch you later.